Welcome back to Backdrop Palmdale. The change of seasons always brings about new improvements and maintenance throughout the city. With the latest in public works, here's Micah Schuler.
Hi, I'm Micah Schuler with the Public Works Department, and in today's episode we'll be covering lots of exciting topics and news happening around Palmdale. To start, I headed over to the Palmdale Transportation Center, where an all-electric van pool service recently started featuring Tesla's Model X. The 7-passenger Teslas are open to the general public in Palmdale weekday evenings starting after 5 p.m. and on the weekends for car sharing. You can rent the all-electric vehicles by the hour or the day. Just find a car close to you, make a reservation, and unlock it with your smartphone.
Basically, people go into our website, greencommuter.org. You can register and put your commute pattern. Where do you need to go to every day to work, and then we match you with people doing the same commute, and you can travel using our vehicles. So these vehicles, and we have 3 vehicles in Palmdale right now at the transportation center. These vehicles come back from their daily commute around 4 or 5 p.m. Every day, Monday through Friday. So after the vehicles are back, you can actually rent them by the hour, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. You're gonna go out on a date or have dinner, watch a movie, whatever the case may be, and then return the vehicle at the same spot. These are electric vehicles, so it's important that people reconnect the vehicle to the charging stations once they're done with the vehicle. And then on the weekends, they can rent the vehicle, again, the whole day or the whole weekend, because we do not need the vehicle for a daily commute.
The cost to rent the Tesla Model X is $18 per hour, $149 per day, or $275 per weekend. It includes unlimited mileage and insurance. What a great way to drive a cool car and help residents go green. Speaking of cool projects, the city is about to break ground on a new park in Rancho Vista. I spoke with project manager Ulysses Gonzalez about all the details. Ulysses, can you tell us a little bit about this park site and what amenities the residents can expect?
Sure. We have a slightly above 3-acre site here where we can have this great opportunity for a wonderful park. And we've worked with our landscape architect, Withers and Sandgren, on designing a park that everyone in the neighborhood will be happy with. And right now, as you can see, there's not much going on, but it will be beautiful once it's done. We got all the community's feedback as to what kind of amenities they would like. Of course, there are some things that we need to provide per codes and whatnot, but there are other things that we want to give to the public and so that they can use and be proud of their park. It would also have a prefabricated restroom building and a playground, an inclusive playground, for varying ages of children. It will have different paths, some concrete, some DG for walking or jogging, and it will have a lot of little nooks for things like meditation spaces, reading areas. It'll have water fountains. The paths will be lit. Definitely shade trees. We definitely need that in this heat. Sometimes it gets really hot in the summer, and we'll have things like pet waste stations, library exchange areas. Definitely things to keep the community interested. And as you can kind of see, there is definitely a topography opportunity here with this park. We're a lot higher on Bulls Ranch Road than we are on 35th. So this presented a lot of wiggle room for us to use as part of the design. So of course, we're gonna use this area up here as a lookout and an entry for the park where you can kind of see the whole park, whereas the lower end over there will basically be the termination of a bioswale, which will help us mitigate stormwater runoff, which is a very important thing. There's a California efficient water landscape ordinance where we have to consider things like water runoff and pollutants entering our storm drains. So we'll be avoiding that by providing this bioswale that can filter the water and allow the water to penetrate the earth.
The project is expected to go out to bid for construction next spring, and construction is expected to start in summer of 2020. You can see city staff are hard at work making our city a more beautiful place to call home. Now, if you use Pear Blossom Highway or Rancho Vista Boulevard as part of your daily commute, you're going to want to pay close attention to this next interview.
Well, construction is underway and the contractor is setting up the temporary traffic control from 15th Street West to 30th Street West on the north side of Rancho Vista Boulevard. And once the traffic control setup is done, they're going to start the roadway grading. That may take about 3 to 4 weeks. And once roadway grading is done, they're going to pour curb and gutter. And that may take another 2 weeks or so. After the curb and gutter installed, they're going to install the conduits for future streetlights. We're going to be relocating the existing fiber optic line and modification to the traffic signal. So that's another 2 to 3 months away.
Construction is expected to continue through July of 2020. I'm here with Mark Zuber, project manager for the Pear Blossom Highway Rebuild Project. Mark, can you give us some of the latest updates on this project?
Sure, happy to. What we got going on is we are doing construction right now on segment 2. The decision was made to start segment 2. It was just ready to go, and so we moved with that segment. So right now, contractor is doing their milling on the south side of Pear Blossom Highway between 33rd Street East and 45th Street East. That's the segment they're starting with right now. With regard to traffic control, traffic is still flowing through there. It's very much slowed down because all traffic's been moved to the north side for a lane in each direction so they can work on the south side of the roadway. So that's going to continue up through about November, mid-November, maybe late November, and then they're going to switch up to the north side on segment 2, so then they'll move traffic to the south side. So this whole segment 2 is going to be going on for a while into next year before the contractor will likely move on to segment 3, which is the section to the east of segment 2. We do have these cards right here. These are given away to people as they're traveling through. Just want to kind of share the information that's on them. There is a text info line. You can text Pear Blossom to the number 22828 on your phone, and you'll get regular updates on what's going on the project. We also have a dedicated project website. It's pearblossomrebuild.com. Very easy, gives you extent of the work going on, gives you the weekly, about 10-day construction update so you can see what's going on right there. And it's just, the information's out there. There's also a phone number you can just call, and that's 855-211-2200. And you can call that to get updated information or speak to somebody on the construction management team about the project.
A big thanks to David Wu and Mark Zuber for that helpful information. The city is committed to maintaining a graffiti-free community and has developed a variety of ways to help fight graffiti. I recently spoke with the city's abatement team to see what is being done and how the community can help. The city's graffiti abatement team removes graffiti from public property 5 days a week. Graffiti technicians make every effort to remove graffiti within 72 hours from receipt of the report.
Well, graffiti abatement in our community is something we take very seriously because we tie it back to quality of life for our residents. Over time, we've learned that it's better if we remove graffiti as opposed to painting over it, because what happens is you start getting a buildup of paint on walls and the paint starts flaking. So our process has evolved. First thing is we try to remove it with high pressure washing, hot water, and graffiti remover. And if that is not possible, then we opt for painting to cover it up. Documenting graffiti is critical for prevention and enforcement efforts. We have a graffiti tracker system that we use where we photograph and document the graffiti. The information that we collect is square footage, the different types of graffiti that are out there, and that is uploaded to a database that the Sheriff's Department works off of for their enforcement efforts. Our graffiti abatement crews have responded to 4,965 incidents and mitigated 182,750 square feet of graffiti since January 1st, 2019.
Residents can also sign up for Adopt a Wall program. The program assists local residents who volunteer to remove graffiti in their neighborhood by providing them with free paint and materials. The city will provide proper color paint to volunteers to remove graffiti in the adopted areas. For more information about the Adopt a Wall program, please call 661-267-5170. Fall and the holiday season are almost upon us, and that means leaves falling off trees and additional waste to dispose of. I spoke to Waste Management regarding some helpful seasonal advice.
So with fall season comes a lot of extra leaves falling off the trees. So take a look at your schedule for the street sweeping on the Recycle Coach app, and then they'll be coming out twice a month. So you'll see them more frequently, but just know that the leaves are falling more frequent, so you'll see a lot more of that picking up, but we'll have our street sweeping sweepers out there taking care of that for them. So with the holidays, we know there's a lot of extra celebrations and parties going on. So as an amenity to the resident services, we offer extra bag pickup. So for 3 weeks after December 26th, residents can leave up to 3 bags by their trash container. All they have to do is schedule it 48 hours in advance of their service day, and we'll come and take that off your hands. So it's a really good tool to use if you have all that extra paper, wrapping paper and gifts and all that. We also have the Christmas tree pickup. So when you're done with your tree, just make sure to take off all the ornaments, lights, all that, and you can leave it by your trash container, and we'll pick it up for you after December 26th for the first 2 weeks in January. So just leave it out there and we'll come on your normal service day and pick that up for you. And then bulky item, we just want to remind all the residents that residents do get 4 bulky items a year, up to 4 items, which is a really great program to utilize that I think a lot of residents don't know. And so that's for appliances, furniture, mattresses, e-waste, clothing, branches, all that. You can do that up to 4 times a year. You just have to schedule it in advance. So 48 hours before your service day, give us a call and we'll get that scheduled for you and take those items off your hands. Actually, at the Palmdale landfill, we have the AV Environmental Collection event that goes on the first and third Saturday of every month. So what you do is residents can come and dispose of their household hazardous waste, which is batteries, paint, light bulbs, televisions, monitors, all those things we don't know how to dispose of them properly. You can come here 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. first and third Saturday of the month, and you can just come, drive up, they'll unload them off your car and they'll get those properly recycled for you. As a reminder for recycling, we really want to emphasize no plastic bags in the recycling. We really want to clean up the recycling stream, and in order to do that, we need to get back to the basics. So stick to the bottles, cans, paper, cardboard, and glass, and make sure no food or liquids get in there. And also, I just can't emphasize enough the bags. So just throw them into your container loosely, don't bag them up, and just keep them as clean and dry as you can.
If you're not sure how or where to properly recycle or dispose of almost any item, please be sure to download the Recycle Coach app. The app will also allow you to report issues such as traffic signal malfunctions, park issues, illegal dumping, and graffiti to the city, and to notify you of your trash and street sweeping days. Hopefully, with our efforts and what we've learned, we can continue to address these important issues. I hope you've enjoyed our Public Works updates. Back to you, Armin.
Thanks, Micah. Well, the holidays are fast approaching, and there are plenty of activities and entertaining events for the entire family over the next few months.